Hello student, this is Dr. Neha Shroff in front of you from Faculty of Business Administration, GLS University. Well, we have done two chapters, that is permutation and combination and matrices. So today we are moving further towards differentiation. Well, what do you understand by differentiation? I just want to ask you people, what do you understand by the word differentiation? So a very small understanding of differentiation, that differentiation can be used in economics, in statistics, in engineering, in mathematics, in physics. But how is it used and why is it used? To make you understand, we say that if I want to buy a product at X rupees, and if there is a little change in X plus H, that is, there is an increment of H. So what happens is, this will have an effect on the demand and the supply. Now what is the relative change in the demand and the supply due to the increase in price of a product by an amount H? So this is one example. Like if I say that there is one person who is moving from, there is one person who is staying here, he goes to his school and this is his school. So if he reach from here to the school, it will take 30 minutes. The distance covered is 1 kilometer. So does that mean that this point, if I want to understand, so what is the time or the distance covered at this particular point or at this particular point? Because when I say it is 30 minutes per kilometer, that will give me the average distance or average time covered from home to the school. Yeah. So this type of example, like when we have another example, if I say that I think when we have the rocket is flying here. So at what particular time the rocket will be at this particular distance in the sky? So these are the applications where the concept of derivative is used. To understand this, in simple terms, we have d by dx, this is my y. So y is equal to fx, that is a given function. And if there is a little change in the value of x from x to x plus h, there will be a change in the value of y. If that point from the change to x plus h, if we reduce it to very near or very zero, and I think at that particular point will give me a value which will say that this is the demand and this is the supply if there is a change in the value of x. So there are different ways to do the sums. We have first is definition method, then we have the formula method. Again further we will be using based on the application, that is based on supply, demand, finding the minimum and the maximum value. So this is just the overview of the whole chapter. So let us start now. Let y is equal to fx. So I say that y is a given, y is equal to fx means y is a function of x, where x is an equation which will have the constant variable and the fixed variable. It is even at times called the cost equation. Yeah. So y is equal to fx be a function of x, where x is a fixed point in the domain of f, that is domain of f. There is one x, x1, x2, x3. So x is a fixed point. If limit h tends to 0, if there is a change from x to f of x and that incremental change is y, and if I assume that change to be 0, I get a particular value, and then this limit is called the derivative of y. So in short, it is denoted by y1, because y is equal to fx, that is the given function. Y1 is equal to d by dx of y, that is a change in the value of x, that is will give me the derivative of y, and that value is nothing but, this is nothing but, when I say that if I assume it to limit h tends to 0, whatever results come is called the derivative of x. Now we'll be doing the derivation method, that is using the definition method. My given function y is equal to f of x. F of x is a given function. Now if my y value changes from f of x to f of x plus h. So first is I will find out x plus h, replace the value of x with x plus h. Then we find out the difference of f of x plus h minus f of x. Whatever difference come, I will equate it to divide it by h, and then put the limit h tends to 0. That means that change is not 0 but very nearer to 0 in the increasing and in the decreasing order of a particular value of h. So 4 points are there. First we compute for a given function y is equal to fx, we compute f of x plus h, we find out the difference, we use the limit formula, and the result whatever will come is called f dash x. See, first it was f of x, now it is turned to f dash x. So f dash x is the notation for the differentiation of a function with respect to x. With respect to x means that there is a change in the value of x. A very small example, if fx is equal to root x, that is the square root of x. I think this sums will be doing it, and all the steps we are going to understand it. This is another method, another sum where fx is equal to 1 upon x. Moving ahead, I think we have the formula. One is by definition method, and from the definition method we have derived the formulas which have different rules, that is the power rule, constant rule, multiple rule, addition, subtraction, denominator, that is the quotient, and the chain rule. Now if you see that this is my fx and this is called f dash x, again I say this will be my y, this is my y, तो ये मेरा क्या होगा y1, this is also called dy by dx, the derivatives. Yeah. So let us understand the first rule, that is power rule, yani fx is equal to x raised to n. X raised to n means what? This is the power n and the base is my x. So when I derive this, I will get the formula as n into x raised to n minus 1. I think we have done this by definition method. So from that we have generalized these rules, this formula. So you have to remember now that if fx is equal to x raised to n, the derivative is n into x raised to n minus 1. I think after 2-3 formulas we will be doing the sums also, so don't worry about it. The next is the constant. Constant means if I say y is equal to 3, so this 3 is a constant. This constant can be root 3 also, minus 3 also, 1 upon root 3 also. So any number like this in the rational form, we say that it is a constant. So whenever we have a constant, the derivative of this will be always a 0. I mean to say only constant. Why only constant? Because if I say that I have the notation that y is equal to x, one equation is y is equal to x, I can even have y is equal to 3x. So here this 3 is called the coefficient, the scalar. I think we have understood its meaning in the matrices also. So this is not only constant. Whereas if I say that y is equal to 3, that is only constant. I think by now you are very much clear. मैं फिर से आपको बता देती हूँ कि y is equal to 3 is a constant. That means for all x value, y value is 3. But there is a difference between y is equal to 3x. So this will say that it is constant multiple rule. यानी यहां पे लिखा है gx is equal to c into fx, यानी g dash x will be equal to c into f dash x. तो जो भी डेरिवेटिव होगी उसके आगे वो कांस्टेंट आ जाएगा. Moving ahead, we have the next three rules because we always know addition, subtraction and multiplication. See, I think we have four operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Clear? So here we are covering, first is sum and difference. I think I have used plus and minus sign. Plus and minus means what? Either equation will have a plus sign or equation will have a minus sign. Individual derivative उनका काम करता है, यानी when I say that y is equal to, hx is nothing but y, that is a combination of two terms. Now what do you understand by two terms? Two terms means y is equal to 3x square plus x. So I think this is one term and this is my another term. Which operation is between this? This is a plus sign. Same way I can have y is equal to x square minus 4. So this is my first term, this is my second term, this is my minus operation. So in a given equation, functions में हमने जो पढ़ा है उसमें क्या है? We have either plus, either minus, scalar or multiplication as well as division. So first we are taking that individual हो रहा है. Next is the product for rule. So product rule is hx is equal to gx into fx. Two functions, two products are there. What we do is, I want to find out the derivative of this. First I will find out the individual derivative of x, then individual derivative of y, and then the formula is f dash x into gx plus g dash x into hx. Now pay attention, at times some author or some reference book uses the notation of gx and fx as u and v. So if it is u and v, then we say this is u dash into v plus v into u dash. U dash into v. Clear? So let us see now if I use dy by dx or dx by dx, because I can say that y is equal to fx, then I say dy by dx is nothing but f dash x. Clear? So when I say dy by dx is f dash x, this formula will have either this formula or du by dx formula, or some writes directly u dash and v dash. Same way product rule भी है, v into u dash plus u into v dash is the formula, or v into dv by dx plus u into dv by dx. Moving ahead, we have the next is the division rule. Yani if I say y is equal to 3 upon x. So this sum can be converted into 3 into x raised to minus 1. But at times when you have a combination of 3 into x plus 1 upon this, it gets confused. So better use this as a u upon v formula. So when I say it is either u upon v formula, then we have v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx upon v square. So I can say that the notations are there, and hence you can find out these values, where we can find out the value of u into h dash x is equal to v into u dash minus u into v dash upon v square. Clear? So next we have chain rule. Now chain rule is what? Suppose I say y is equal to x plus 1 whole square. So this is not only x, it is more than x. या it can be less than x. So x is something like this, y is equal to x square, but what I have now, y is equal to x plus 1 whole square. So I will try to do this sum in the form of chain rule, and that is why we are having this formula. So I think we'll be doing the formulas based on that, sums based on that. Let us move ahead to the first sum. Very simple, student, believe me, differentiation is very easy to solve. You have at least 10 marks for this, and I'm sure you are, all your queries will be clear and you are sure to get 10 on 10 for this thing. आप उसका बेस समझ लीजिए, what is n, what is a, what is c, what is e, is it a log sum, it is not a log sum. If you identify this thing, I think you will get everything clear. So the first sum, find the derivative of fx is equal to x raised to n. Can you tell me, student, what is n here? Because ask a question to yourself, because the formulas are based on y is equal to x, and remember the 4 formulas, 5 formulas that we'll be doing. But this is the first thing that we want to understand, x raised to n. So we have understood that this is my n, so I can say, write down n is equal to 5. Your fx is equal to x raised to n is equal to 5. The formula for fx or is equal to x raised to n is, differentiation is this formula. So I will just substitute this value of 5 here, x, and one value less. अगर 6 है तो 5 हो जाएगा, 4 है तो 3 हो जाएगा. So 5 minus 1, that is my answer is 5 raised to 5 into x raised to 4. Isn't it very easy, student? Let's move to next sum. ये माइनस है मैडम, क्या करें, माइनस माइनस. Don't get afraid. See, whatever is given, you just focus on 2 things. Y is equal to x raised to n. Does it look like x raised to n? Yes. Then what is my n? Well, my n is nothing but minus 1. आंख बंद करके fx is equal to x raised to n. तो मेरा dy by dx यानी f dash x is nothing but n into x raised to n minus 1. N is this, n is this. So friends, what do I get my real answer? That answer is nothing but minus 9 x raised to minus 10. Clear? Now let us try with square root. See, I'll tell you one thing. Before going to major sums of differentiation, if you understand small sums of differentiation first, I think I'm sure that you can do any sum of derivative. Fx is equal to what? It is root x. What is root x? Root x is nothing but the power is 1 upon 2. So first write down fx is equal to x raised to half. Clear? What is n? Come on, once again ask a question. My n is nothing but 1 upon 2. The formula is n into x raised to n minus 1. Easy. I think वो by heart हो गया है अभी तक तो. So if I substitute it, but please pay attention that it is 1 upon 2 minus 1, so I get minus half. Minus half is in the numerator. If I take into denominator, now what is this numerator and denominator? I'll explain you. If I have 1 upon x, I can write x to the power minus 1. If I take it in the numerator, it will turn to minus. अगर यहाँ पे मैंने x raised to 3 लिखा है, तो I can even write x raised to minus 3. So what we say here is, this is x raised to minus half. I take it out in the denominator, and hence once again I get the answer as 1 upon 2, 1 upon root x. Yeah? So derivative of root x is half up into 1 upon root x. Student, let us try with first example. पहले मैंने definitions learn कर दिया. Y is equal to x raised to n. I think dy by dx is equal to differentiating x with respect to n. तो x raised to n is the formula. What is x raised to n? तो मेरा आंसर आएगा dy by dx is equal to n into x raised to n minus 1. Let us try. आपको देख के पता चलना चाहिए कि y is equal to x raised to n. तो क्या होगा? फटाफट आंसर चाहिए. 4 is the power, 4 into x raised to 3. एक power कम हो गया. So give and take the relationship हो गया. So my answer is this thing. Again, if I take the derivative of, suppose I am giving you another example. 4x cube, तो आगे क्या होगा? 4 is a constant. हमने constant का formula पढ़ा है, multiple constant. So write down this 4 in front and then think that you have given the sum of x raised to n. So the formula here is 3 into x raised to 3 minus 1. I mean to say that when y is equal to 4 into x raised to 3, so dy by dx will be 4 into d by dx of x3. I think this is the normal sum, you remember. So 4 को पहले हम बाहर निकाल देते हैं, derive this thing, and what we have understood from this, that 4 into 3 will give me 12, that is 12x square. Clear? Now next we say that the derivative of a constant. Very interesting. I had told you that the derivative of a constant is 0, but why is it 0? But मैंने तो पढ़ा है कि derivative we are doing it with respect to x. So let me first find out that do I have any x here? No. If I don't have x, then can I write this sum as fx is equal to 28 into x raised to 0? कोई है नहीं. We know that 2 raised to 0. What is 2 raised to 0? 1, because any number raised to 0 is 1. तो यहाँ पे 28 को मैंने क्या किया? 28 into 1. So what is 1? To make x variable in my given equation, I say 28 into x raised to 0. Now bring this sum here. Yeah? मेरा original sum ये था, पर मैंने क्यों x raised to 0 किया? Because I have the formula for x raised to n is equal to n into x raised to n. Clear? तो मेरा n क्या है यहाँ पे? 0 है. So putting down in the formula 28 तो side में किया, 0 into this is not valid, but I say that 28 into 0 and any number into 0 will give me 0, and hence I got that answer that differentiation of a constant, it is equal to 0. Student, are you clear with this what I am saying? So let me try with another sum. This is -2. आंख बंद करके मैंने क्या किया? -2 ओनली नंबर है तो मैंने x raised to 0 किया. So again 0 and I get my answer as 0. I have 6 into x raised to 5. 6 is a constant. Let me take this constant outside. तो मैंने क्या किया? fx is equal to, sorry, y is equal to fx. So dy by dx is equal to 6 को आगे किया, dy by dx. That is equal to 6 into x raised to d by dx of 5. Clear? तो n is 5, c is 6. c को मैंने यहाँ पे लिया, n का क्या हो गया? 5 times x into 5 minus 1. So what am I getting? 6 into 5 is 30. So 30x square. Student, what is the difference? First sum was x square. This sum is something like 6x square. So 6 is called a c, whereas 2 is called my n, and hence the formula base is x raised to n is equal to n into n minus 1. Again for constant we have got the, I think अभी तो practice हो गया, मैं कोई भी number ले लूँ आपको पता हो जाना चाहिए. Let us try x raised to 11. तो आंसर क्या आएगा? 11 into x raised to 10. इसको मैं y1 भी लिख सकती हूँ, y dash भी लिख सकती हूँ, f dash x भी लिख सकती हूँ. So many, and even I can write dy by dx also. Next we have subtraction, multiplication साथ में किया है. So what is this thing we have it? This is a minus sign, this is the plus sign. यहाँ पे 5x raised to 4, तो हमने constant into x वाला किया, ये मेरा constant का sum है, ये simply x raised to n का sum है. Clear? So base of the formula is x raised to n and x is equal, y is equal to c का form है. So what do you get? dy by dx is equal to differentiating this. So this is 5 into 4, I got 20, 1 power less, this is 3, इसका होगा 2x, so my answer is 2x. Clear? Next we have x इंटू 6x⁵, तो x का पावर यहां पे क्या है 1 हो गया, सो n1 is 1, n2 is equal to 5, c is equal to 6, and I think I get the answer here. You can even write your answer in the form like dy by dx is equal to d by dx of x plus 6 into d by dx of x⁵. This will give me 1 plus 6 into 5 into x⁵ minus 1, that is 1 plus 30 into x⁴. Clear? Okay. Find derivative of sum and difference rule. एक इक्वेशन मैंने दी है, उसमें क्या है, प्लस है, माइनस है, एंड I have the formula base as x⁵n. So simply fatafat you can write down f dash x is equal to 6 into d by dx of x⁵ minus d by dx of x⁴ minus 2 into d by dx of x plus dx by dx. अभी मुझे पता चल गया एक चीज कि जब भी x का डेरिवेटिव करते तो 1 ही आएगा, क्योंकि 1 into x⁵, 1 minus 1 is 0. So this is 1, this will be 2x, this will be 3 into x⁴, and 6 5s are 30. I hope student, are you doing sums with me simultaneously? अभी ready reckoner हो गया आपका. Now we say product rule. We have two terms. If you see, two terms. There is one option. We can do that, open this equation. So 2 into 7 is 14, 2 into this is minus 2x⁴, this into this is plus 42x⁵ minus 6x⁹. But at times you have three equations, so making this thing, it becomes very tedious. So let us use the proper product rule. Now, how many, I can't say term, but how many multipliers are there? There are two things. Which are those? Those are, one is this and the other is this. Clear? So, I will assume fx as 2 plus 6x⁵ and gx as 7 minus x⁴. क्लियर? तो मैं पहले इंडिविजुअली इनको डिफरेंशिएट कर रही हूँ. सो डिफरेंशिएटिंग ये तो मुझे आ गया, 2 is 0, कांस्टेंट का 0 होता है, 6 is taken outside and 5, so 6 5s are 30. I get my answer as this. यहाँ पे 0 आएगा and minus 4 दे. So I have got to this formula. Now what is the formula for this thing? So dy by dx is equal to fx into g dash x plus gx into f dash x. आप ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो, u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. There's different way to write it down, but basically आपने first derivative निकाल दिया है. And now what we say is fx, given function was this, f instead of fx, please write down it as hx or this. So fx is this, gx is this, f dash find कर दिया. अभी मेरा formula ये जो है उसमें मैं लिख रही हूँ. Again I will write it down. F dash x is whatever I have found out this. The given function gx जो है, this is gx fx as it is. And minus 4x³ is nothing but the derivative of gx. Clear? Now what we have here, that 210 x⁵ minus 39 x⁹ minus 8x³ plus or minus multiply करते 24 x⁸ ये 3 और ये 3 क्या होता है, 5 and 3 turns out to be 8, and plus and minus करते हैं तो ये माइनस साइन लास्ट में आ जाएगी. क्लियर नाउ? सो द डेरिवेटिव का जो आंसर है फॉर द गिवन सम वेयर वी हैव द प्रोडक्ट, द आंसर इज यूजिंग f dash x into gx plus g dash x into fx. Same goes with the quotient, that is the numerator denominator. Now fx is this. Let me say that this is my u and this is my v. So I will say fx yani f dash x is equal to 3 upon 5x minus 4. So u is equal to 3 and v is equal to 5x minus 4. Formula क्या है? v into du by dx माइनस u into dv by dx अपॉन v स्क्वायर। तो मुझे पहले डेरिवेटिव निकालनी है। सो u इज इक्वल टू 3, तो u डैश इज इक्वल टू 0 एंड v इज इक्वल टू 5x माइनस 4, तो v डैश इज इक्वल टू I think 5. Clear? So putting down in this formula, this is the formula, this is the first order derivative, this is 3 constant, and this is the derivative of the other one. When finally I get, and in the denominator see that you have 5x minus 4 का square. No need to open these things. There is no, अगर कुछ requirement है तो open करते हैं, otherwise keep as it is square. So this is the final answer. Here find derivative of 5x minus 4. Now ask a question that this formula is what we had done based on x raised to n. I think this is where you have to understand it very clearly that it is similar to x raised to n. So यहाँ पे पर x अकेला नहीं है, there is something multiplied but something subtracted in terms that we have two terms in the given form. So what we will do is first we will assume that let u is equal to 5x minus 4. Now see, this equation will turn to what? I think you are clear now. U is equal to fx minus 4. So what is fx now, student? It is equal to u square. Clear? U square कैसे दिखता है? U square I think it is similar to x raised to n only. तो मेरा क्या होगा? f dash x is equal to 2 into u 2 minus 1. Clear? And then I think my answer is 2 into u only, and what is u? U is equal to again 5x minus 7. At times we even do this formula in terms that dy by dx is equal to, assuming this, that is 2 into 5x minus 4 into 2 minus 1 and d by dx of u, that is equal to 5x minus 4. So 5x minus 4, the answer is equal to 2 into 5x minus 4 into 5. So my answer is 10 into 5x minus 4. So I think my answer here is 5x minus 4 into 10. Clear? All of you? Now the formula to this was f dash x is equal to 2 into u raised to 2 minus 1. So f dash x is equal to 2 into u. But इसके साथ ये x है, ये u है, तो आपको इसके साथ du by dx लिखना पड़ता है. Are you clear or not? So please pay attention here. When you have like this, with this, pay attention, this is x, this is u, the variables are not same. So what you will write? D by dx of, what was u? यहाँ पे अभी u का डेरिवेटिव क्या आया वो हमने यहाँ पे किया, and that is why my f dash x will be 10 into bracket 5x minus 4. Is it clear? Usually student will write in this format only. ये जो आंसर है उनका गलत आंसर है, क्योंकि u and x are different. So what you have to do is, to this you will write du by dx. I hope you are clear now. What problem is there? Student usually write this way. So the correct answer to this will be 10 into 5x minus 4. So this is your wrong answer. So chain rule you have to understand properly. I'll do it once again for you. If I say that y is equal to, I have 5x minus 2 raised to 2, in simple terms dy by dx, मैं कुछ u assume नहीं कर रही, तो मेरा सम ऐसा होगा 2 इंटू 5x माइनस 2 इंटू 2 माइनस 1. Is this x? Ask a question. No, it is not x, but similar to x in terms of addition and subtraction. So again, I need to derive this 5x minus 1. And so what I'll get here is 2 into 5x minus 2, और इसका जो डेरिवेटिव का आंसर आएगा वो 5 होगा, and that is why my answer is 5x minus 2. I hope you are clear. So if I go write in the form of u, if y is equal to u square, तो dy by dx, ये x है, तो मुझे क्या करना है, dy by du into du by dx. यानी पहले मैं y को x की तरह डिफरेंशिएट कर रही हूं, तो du by dx, but I want what? dy by dx. So what it will be? dy by du into, फिर से मैं ये कर रही हूं, तो अभी आप देखो what answer are we getting now? I think we will get for this as 2u, और u क्या है? 5x minus 2. So I will once again derive 5x minus 2, and hence my answer. So this is the reason why it is called a चेन रूल. ये रीजन की वजह से हम बोलते हैं कि वो चेन रूल है. एक को सिमिलर है एज्यूम कर रहे हैं, वापिस कर रहे हैं, जब तक मुझे x अकेला नहीं मिलता. क्लियर? एंड दिस इज माई u इज इक्वल टू 2 इंटू 5x माइनस 2, और ये मेरा आंसर 5 आएगा. एंड अगेन इफ आई सी माई आंसर इज द सेम ओनली. So either you write by this method, or you can even directly do by this method. But usually what happens, student, when student write directly f dash with in terms of u, पर ये चीज वो लिखते नहीं है, and that is why they get wrong answer. I think student, are you clear what I'm trying to? I have shown you all the 3 formulas. Directly कैसे करना है, assume करके कैसे करना है, पर ज्यादातर student ऐसे sums करते हैं. Clear? So I think now we have few more formulas. Till now we were focused on x raised to n. Now let us see that this is x raised to n, this is a raised to x, this is e raised to x, and this is log x. अगर मेरा कोई function is in the form of y is equal to 5x, तो फटाफट बच्चे क्या करते हैं, देखते हैं it is x raised to 5 only, but see that the 5 is the base and x is the power. There is a difference. Clear? So when you have x raised to n, you have n into x raised to n minus 1. But when you have a raised to x, your answer is a raised to x log a to the base e. Clear? Next is y is equal to e raised to x. अभी फर्क क्या है a और e का? See, a can be any number. A is 2, 4, 5, 1, -1, -2, anything. But E is some value that is 2.713. तो वो कई formulas में हमको physics में, chemistry में, even in math, statistics, we use this formula, and hence instead of writing that number, we just write the value E. So when E is there, you need to understand that E is nothing but it is a constant. Yeah? So again, these both formulas are more or less similar. यहाँ पे कोई भी number होगा, यहाँ पे सिर्फ E होगा, but the power is X. Clear? So I'll explain you what happens here. The question is, if you move ahead, what do we get? That if y is equal to 3 raised to x, if I say y is equal to e raised to x, अभी y is equal to a raised to x, dy by dx या y dash x का फॉर्मूला क्या है? a raised to x log a to the base e. How do I read? A raised to x log a to the base e. यानी ये लॉगरिथमिक बेस e होता है, बेस 10 होता है, इसमें बेस e है. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला. नाउ व्हाट आई विल सी हियर इज के ये जो 3 है तो मेरा a क्या है? व्हाट इज माई a? माई a इज नथिंग बट 3. सो व्हाट आई विल से dy by dx is equal to 3 raised to x. सिंपल. x raised to n में जैसे n फोकस करते थे, इसमें हमको क्या फोकस करना है? a. What is a? a is 3. तो 3 raised to x log a है, तो a मेरा क्या है? 3 है. Here I will write down 3. Clear? Now see what happens is that in place of this particular sum, आप समझो कि a जो है वो मेरा e है. Clear? So similar to this, my answer will be e raised to x log a मेरा क्या है? ये सम में e है. So will I get log e to the base e? Log e to the base e. Clear? Now log 2 to the base 2 or log 3 to the base 3, log e to the base e is 1, and hence my answer is again e raised to x. So if you see here, the notation for log x and this one, a raised to x log e raised to x, क्योंकि ये वैल्यू e हो जाती है तो my answer is e raised to x. I hope student, मैं बाय हार्ट करने का नहीं बता रही हूं, पर जब बाय हार्ट करते हो तो उसको समझना जरूरी होता है. At times you forget, you can go ahead by doing this way. Last is the log x का फॉर्मूला जो है वो f dash x is 1 upon x. Simple. log 5x है तो 1 upon x लिखना है आपको. Clear? So moving ahead, we will be having different sums which will be doing it. Now we have, this is my first order derivative. This is my first order derivative. Y is equal to x raised to 4. मैंने dy by dx किया तो मेरा आंसर आ गया. अभी तो रट बाय हार्ट हो गया, 4 into x raised to 3. Now assume that this is my given sum and I want to differentiate it once again and I get dy by dx. तो इस टाइम मेरा d by dx क्या है? 4x क्यूब हुआ. अगर 4x क्यूब है तो मेरा आंसर क्या आएगा? 4 into 3 into x square. So my answer is 12x. So when y was x raised to 4, my first order, पहली बार जब मैं डेरिवेटिव निकालती हूं, my answer was 4 into x raised to 3. The same sum, the first order derivative, if I differentiate it again, what do I get? I get here 12x square. डेरिवेटिव का डेरिवेटिव निकालते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड सेकेंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव. That is useful for finding the maximum and the minimum value for a given function, for profit and marginal cost, marginal revenue. Maximize जब हमको करना होता है, that time we make use of the second order derivative. So let us understand. The given sum was this. अगर यही sum मैंने दूसरे sum तरीके के दिया है and I get that result as 12x, but actually that answer is nothing but 12x square. The base was this formula only for particularly this sum. Clear? Next we have two things are there. Two terms, x raised to 5 x square. y is equal to this, तो उसको हम y1 बोलते हैं फर्स्ट ऑर्डर को, सेकेंड ऑर्डर को y2 बोलते हैं. सो फर्स्ट ऑर्डर इफ आई डिफरेंशिएट, माय आंसर इज दिस थिंग. पर उसका मैं फिर से डेरिवेटिव निकाल रही हूं, दैट इज 5x raised to 4 plus 2x. इफ आई डिफरेंशिएट वंस अगेन, व्हाट आई विल गेट? 5 into 4x cube plus 2. सो माय आंसर इज 5 4s are 20x cube plus 2. Is it clear, all of you? Okay. Let us try. Y is equal to 1 upon x. I think initially I had explained you कि 1 upon x क्या होता है. 1 upon x is nothing but when I take that x in the numerator, the power of x will be -1. Clear? So this is my -1. तो -1 का क्या होगा? -1 into x raised to -1 माइनस, क्योंकि मेरा n जो है वो क्या है? -1 है. So -1 into -1 will give me 2. My answer is this thing. अगेन मैं डेरिवेटिव निकाल रही हूं फिर से. आई हैव रिटन हियर f डबल डैश x. सो डेरिवेटिव का डेरिवेटिव निकालते हैं तो -x क्यूब है, x स्क्वायर है. सो माइनस वंस अगेन -2 कर रहे हैं, x रेज टू -2 माइनस, ये माइनस और ये माइनस क्या होता है? प्लस. सो दैट इज व्हाई आई हैव गॉट प्लस साइन, एंड -2 एंड -1 विल गिव यू प्लस साइन है तो -3. Since this is in numerator, if I want to take it down in the denominator, I think I have to write down 2 into x upon x cube. Very simple, going very slowly. I hope student you are with me, jotting down the points and writing the sums immediately and solving it by now. Clear? I think we have understood this. This is my first order derivative. This is my second order derivative. फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव सिंपल ये होता है, y1 होता है, तो सेकंड ऑर्डर में ऐसे लिखते हैं. ये f डैश लिखते हैं तो ये f डबल डैश x होते हैं. ये dy बाई डी एक्स होता है तो उसको डी स्क्वायर वाई बाई डी एक्स स्क्वायर. क्यों ऐसा बोलते हैं? क्योंकि डेरिवेटिव ऑफ दिस इज dy बाई डी एक्स. अगर मैं ऐसा बोल रही, आई वांट टू डिफरेंशिएट दिस सेकेंड टाइम, दैट मीन्स दैट इट इज डी स्क्वायर वाई बाई डी एक्स. सो प्रोबेबली फंक्शन फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव, second order derivative. I think we are moving now towards the applications of derivative. Many productions are there, demand supplies are there, manufacturing are there, and there at times we need the revenue. So cost multiplied by price and we get the revenue. So in simple terms, these are the notations. A given function is y is equal to fx. Clear? I think the cost function is also called fx. So at times using the applications we write cost function दिया है तो वो nothing but the given function fx. I think it is clear now. I want to find out the marginal cost. थोड़ा सा change चाहिए मुझे. तो this cost function if I derive, I get marginal cost. वो जो कॉस्ट इक्वेशन होती है, सी कॉस्ट इक्वेशन जो होती है दैट इज नथिंग बट द वेरिएबल कॉस्ट प्लस फिक्स कॉस्ट. यानी आई गेट सम इक्वेशन लाइक एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स समवॉट प्लस 1. दिस कैन बी माई कॉस्ट इक्वेशन. सो आई नीड टू फाइंड आउट माई मार्जिनल कॉस्ट. एवरेज कॉस्ट में क्या होता है कि वो जो कॉस्ट इक्वेशन होती है आई डिवाइडेड बाय एक्स. ऑल द टर्म्स आई डिवाइड बाय एक्स. वो जो रिजल्टेंट इक्वेशन आती है दैट इक्वेशन इज कॉल्ड द एवरेज कॉस्ट. मूविंग अहेड, आई थिंक वी वेरी वेल नो व्हाट इज रेवेन्यू. रेवेन्यू इज नथिंग बट द डिमांड इनटू प्राइस, यानी एक्स इनटू प्राइस. जितना बेच रहे हो प्रोडक्ट उसका कॉस्ट है, मल्टीप्लाई करो, दैट इज द रेवेन्यू दैट आई हैव जनरेटेड इट. सो बेस्ड ऑन द रेवेन्यू आई वांट टू फाइंड आउट माय मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू. मार्जिनल अगेन चेंज इन द प्रोडक्ट प्राइस एंड चेंज इन द रेवेन्यू. तो वापिस मुझे क्या करना है? एनीथिंग रिलेटेड टू चेंज और रेट ऑफ चेंज, आई थिंक दैट इज कॉल्ड मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू, यानी dr by dx. Let us take a very small example just to make you understand how we are moving ahead with marginal cost and marginal revenue. Shall we start, student? Okay. So this is the given equation. I think this is my cost equation. Clear? So what I want to do is first is I will find out my first order derivative. यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा है Cx is nothing but my cost equation. Same equation है. Can you relate the same equation? Okay. Now the question is, मैंने first order निकाला, तो first order will be what? If you can see here, my first order is 5 into 4, that is 20x cube minus 2x plus 5 तो 0 हो गया, constant है, Do you remember, student? Okay. Now from this, if I can see here, I have found out the second order derivative. यानी 20x cube का क्या होगा 60x square और 2x का 2 हो रहा है. So what I can assume now, sorry, I can see here is that for a given equation y, this is my dy by dx and this is y, my second order derivative. मैं पहले से सब निकाल के रखती हूँ. Clear? Now if I ask what is the cost function, इसके 2 मार्क होते हैं. आपको लिखना है, यू हैव टू राइट डाउन द कॉस्ट फंक्शन इज इक्वल टू दिस. कई लोग को पता है पर लिखते नहीं है. क्वेश्चन 1 आस्क्ड इज find cost function, marginal revenue, this revenue and so on, but you don't write in from terms of answer. So please student write down properly. Answer 1, the cost function is this. They want to ask you average cost. Average cost मैंने क्या बताया आपको? Cost function divided by x. So each term in the cost equation will be divided by x. So if you observe here, this is my C equation. I am dividing it by x. So what do I get? यहाँ पे x cube हो गया क्योंकि 5x raised to 4 upon x minus x square upon x plus 5 upon x. ये cancel हो गया. And that is why I get minus x and 5 upon x. Student, are you clear? Are you with me? First of all, please tell me, are you with me? Okay. So, we are clear that we have got 2 answers. One is the cost equation, one is the average cost. Moving ahead, I want to find out marginal cost. Marginal है तो क्या करना है? Derivative निकालना है. Derivative किसकी निकालना है? Cost की derivative marginal पूछा है, so I will take the derivative of the cost equation. So dy by dx की तरह मैं dc by dx लिख रही हूँ, and this is my, I think this is my first order derivative. If you can check, clear? आगे पूछा है कि find out the revenue. So this is my x and this is my p. Clear? So P is the price. ये जो मेरी equation है, C equation is in terms of price is equal to my cost function. Clear? So what I'll do, X into P करेंगे तो मुझे revenue मिल जाएगा. So this is P is equal to 5x raised to 4 minus x square plus 5. So I get my equation, revenue as equation is this. So final equation देख रहे हो. So 5x raised to 4 का क्या हो गया? It is 5x raised to 5. Minus x square है. So what have we got? It is minus x cube and so on. Clear? So what we get here is once again clearing of everything, and what we notice here is that revenue is equal to x into p. So my revenue is this. Now I want marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is the change in the rate upon the change in the x. So my value will be dr by dx. तो मेरा marginal revenue derivative निकाल रहे हैं तो 5 into 5 is 25 x raised to 4. 3 आगे आया तो minus 3x square and this plus 5. So I think student you are clear by now what you have to do it. Moving ahead, we'll be doing these sums. Again we have application of derivative में एक find out करना होता है elasticity of demand. So here we have this notation. Please remember this notation. Eta is equal to minus p upon x into dx by dp. Same way, these are the sums based on it. Again we have elasticity of supply. उसमें minus sign नहीं है पर p by x into dx by dp. This means that when there is a change, that change in the price. So what is the demand in the market? What is the demand supply in the market? तो उसके बारे में जो study करना होता है, that period of time we make use of elasticity of supply and elasticity of demand. Clear? Now, the last portion here, what we have is application of derivative. At times we need to find out the maximum and minimum value of a function. So till now we have done y is equal to fx, the first order derivative, the second order derivative. So looking into those things, methods for obtaining maximum and minimum value of a function is, first we find out the dy by dx. These are the steps. You may please note down. We will go step by step. Whatever result you get for dy by dx, I have to equate it to 0. मुझे उसको equate to 0 करना है, यानी मुझे उसकी x की वैल्यूज निकालनी होती है. I have to find out the x value by equating equal to 0 with the use of factorizations. I think we have studied in 8, 9, 10 standard factorization. So we go back to those things and try to find out the value of x and y. Then we find out the second order derivative. जो हमने डेरिवेटिव निकाला है उसका मैं इक्वेट टू 0 करके वैल्यूज ऑफ x फाइंड आउट करूंगी. प्रोबेबली यू गेट 1 वैल्यू, 2 वैल्यू और 3 वैल्यूज. फिर f डैश x का मैं फिर से डेरिवेटिव निकालती हूं, दैट इज f डैश x, एंड दिस f डैश x, I think these are two notations you can see, is one is positive and one is negative. Is it clear? So what happens is, the value that will give me negative value from the values that we have found out, so that value will give me the maximum value of the given function. यानी ये function की f की value में when I put here, I will get the maximum value. Same way, if my value, that is second order derivative, is positive, I will get the minimum value. ये कैसे होता है? Don't worry, let us try it out. So the maximum and the minimum value of the function is obtained by keeping that values in the original function. एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल ले रही हूं आपके लिए कि एक मेरा, सी आई विल गो वेरी स्टेप वाइज, आप अच्छी तरह खुद भी कर सकते हो मेरे साथ में, so that if in case you have queries you can really understand it. Which is the given function? Please note down student, y is equal to 5x raised to 4 minus x square plus 5. क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? पहले वो पूछो, डिफरेंशिएशन कुछ करना है? नो. डिमांड सप्लाई? नो. तो क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? फाइंड आउट मैक्सिमम एंड मिनिमम वैल्यू. तो मैक्सिमम मिनिमम वैल्यू में सबसे पहले क्या करना है? f डैश x फाइंड आउट करना है, f डबल डैश x. With the help of f dash x, I will find out the value of x like this. So first the derivative is dy by dx will give me 20x minus 2x. ये तो 0 हो जाएगा. Now keep this value at 20x cube, sorry, 20x cube minus 2x. So what happens that, to find out which value is maximum and which value will be minimum, I first need to find out the value of x. See student, this is 20x cube minus 2x. I have told you equate it to 0. उसके पहले मुझे और कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है, 2x कॉमन निकल रहा है, तो 10x square minus 1 is equal to 0. And that will give me what value? That is equal to 2x is equal to 0, or I can say that 10x square minus 1 is equal to 0. So from this 10x square minus 1 equal to 0, I write 10x square is equal to 1. That means x square is equal to 1 upon 10, and hence I can say x is equal to either plus or minus root 1 upon 10. आया समझ में? So how many values I have? I have 3 values. Why? क्योंकि 2x is equal to 0, that will give me x is equal to 0, one value. Another values are x equal to plus 1 upon root 10, and another value is x is equal to minus 1 upon root 10. Clear? So I think now you are clear to what I have done and what I have explained. Are you trying student or not? Okay, are you getting the same answer? Okay, let us try now. This is my fx. मेरा तो सही आंसर आया, इसमें से निकाला 0, तो मुझे वैल्यूज फाइंड आउट करें. दिस the x values are stationary values, this values are called stationary values. इसमें से मुझे x वैल्यू निकालनी है, वो मैंने बताया, फिर से बताऊंगी, पर पहले मैं सेकेंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव निकाल लेती हूँ. सो दिस इज 60 into 3, sorry 20 into 3 will give me 60x square minus 2. This is my second order derivative. मुझे उसको क्या करना है, let me check. I showed you 20x cube minus 2x is equal to 0, तो 2x कॉमन निकाला तो 10x square minus 1 is equal to, I think this I have made you understand, this is clear, this is clear. तो हमारी तीन वैल्यूज क्या आई, x equal to 0, x equal to 1 upon root 10 and x equal to minus 1 upon. तो ये वैल्यूज का क्या करना है, anyone can tell me what I have to do now? The next step is put it down in f double dash x equation. तो f डबल डैश x इक्वेशन कौन सी थी, 60x स्क्वायर माइनस 2 की इक्वेशन थी. तो वन टाइम आई विल पुट 0. क्लियर? सो इफ आई से f डबल डैश एज 0 तो मेरा आंसर -2 आ रहा है. f डबल डैश x 1 अपॉन रूट 10, जहां जहां x है कीप द वैल्यू. आई थिंक फर्स्ट लेक्चर में पढ़ाया गया था फंक्शन में क्या करना है. सो द पॉइंट इज 60 into 1 upon root 10 का स्क्वायर निकालते हैं -2. So it is 60 upon 10 minus 2 and that is equal to 6 minus 2, that is equal to 4. I think you are clear. तो इसमें कौन सी वैल्यू आती है हम चेक करेंगे. What answer we are getting here is this are the answers. dy by dx equal to 0. सेकेंड ऑर्डर निकाला. अभी मुझे सेकेंड ऑर्डर वाली इक्वेशन में रखना है. सो व्हाट आंसर विल आई गेट व्हेन आई पुट x इक्वल टू 0, आई गेट माई वैल्यू एस -2. I need to find out this value. Since this is negative value, f डबल डैश x मेरी नेगेटिव वैल्यू आ रही है, तो मैंने बताया था अगर नेगेटिव वैल्यू आती है दैट मीन्स इट विल गिव यू द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू फॉर द गिवन फंक्शन. फंक्शन की वैल्यू मैक्सिमम आएंगी. देखते हैं कैसा होता है. ये मेरा गिवन इक्वेशन है. आई केप्ट इट डाउन 0 इन दिस इक्वेशन. आई एम गेटिंग 5. अभी चेक करना है दूसरी वैल्यूज में क्या आंसर आ रहा है. डजंट मैटर. आई हैव पुट 1 अपॉन 10 and minus 1 upon 10. So what value are we getting? 1 upon 10 के लिए क्या आया, 4 आया. 1 upon 10 के लिए क्या आया, 4 आया. पहले के लिए 5 था and last के लिए minus 1 upon 10 के लिए भी 4 आया. But the point to be noted is these are positive value, whereas this is negative value. Negative value will give maximum value, positive value will give minimum value for a given function. और हमने यहाँ पे प्रूफ कर दिया है. मैंने क्या फाइंड आउट किया, आई कैन शो यू दैट फॉर दिस f of 0 जो था, f of -1 upon root 10 and f of +1 upon root 10, this is 4, this is 4, this is 5. So this is maximum at 0, this is minimum and this is minimum. I hope you are clear to now. So we will be doing more sums for this and I thank all the students for listening to me. Probably you have understood all the sums. I think a practice is needed, but the steps should be very much clear by now. Thank you once again to all the students.